Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I'm the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring podcast. This session is being recorded over Zoom. As our adventure begins, it is Stardate 1211.80. After a recent attack by the warmongering Niyogi, life has returned to normal on the Rock of Brawl. You're all enjoying an evening meal at the Laughing Beholder Tavern. Arvene, you suddenly get a vision from your goddess Mayheen. Your perception of the patrons in the tavern is washed away and replaced with a towering, futuristic metropolis that you recognize as Tamalar, City of the Ancients on the planet Dakur. Your vision, much like a dream, skips from one scene to the next. You see a blue Thrycreen mob boss putting out a bounty. Then you see an armored bounty hunter capturing a young woman. Then you see a large building in the city, followed by a holding cell containing the young woman. You have a sense that this woman is important and must be rescued. The vision ends. Luigi says, "Hey, Arvene, you okay over there? You were kind of staring off into space for a minute."
Arvene kind of shakes her head and goes, yeah, I think I'm just kind of daydreaming a bit. Sorry, Luigi.
That's okay.
Too much ale.
Another ale, Strax?
Careful.
What's
that?
Another ale, Strax?
Yeah, bring me another ale.
I'll take another one also.
You use a telekinetic eye stock to send some ales over.
Arvene kind of shares like a meaningful glance, like makes eye contact with Matisse at least, and kind of raises an eyebrow. Matisse would probably read into that to understand what it was that happened, and kind of turn to the others and say that we're somewhere a little more private. There's something else I need to discuss with you guys.
Okay. Until next time, let's marry, make, and have.
Yeah, that sounds good. Are we in a more private?
Can you put your microphone down, Greg?
Are we in a more private corner of the Laughing Beholder, or are we kind of out where a lot of people could hear what we're talking about?
Well, I mean, it's loud enough in there, generally speaking, that you could probably talk and not have people hear or understand what you're saying.
Okay. So I kind of
I don't want to be hearing about any of your private stuff there. I mean, if it's something you need to go take care of, go do it.
Kind of like roll my eyes at Strax. It's like, no, it's another vision.
Oh.
So yeah, I kind of... Yeah.
Sorry, I was wrong. You haven't had enough ale.
Matisse buys Strax another beer because her armor is so spectacular. She's just beside herself.
So I kind of turn to the others and say I saw a place where Matisse and I have been before. There's a very futuristic planet called Dakur with a city called Tamalar, City of the Ancients. And I saw a vision of a blue Thrycreen. Am I pronouncing that right, DM?
Yes.
A bounty hunter. I don't know, Matisse, if that rings any bells from your past. But basically, set a bounty, an armored bounty hunter took it and captured some young woman, and I know where she's being held. And I have the sense that we really need to rescue her. I think she's going to end up being important to us in the long run.
Right, so we need to rescue this bounty from the bounty hunters, you're saying?
That is correct.
Do we get to keep the bounty?
I doubt it. Although the facility,
this is someplace.
I mean, if it's a facility that has other loot in it, then I don't know what you might be able to loot, Strax. You know,
I'm sure Strax.
It's a futuristic city, so there might be some cool things in general that you haven't seen. I don't know where you guys have traveled in all of your life.
I'll admit to being curious, I suppose.
I'm sure, Strax, it'll be worth your while.
Yeah.
So
I
Greg,
don't know. Our last couple are kind of a bust.
Greg, when Matisse in her previous life was Alec. Greg is fighting with his
Pause
headset.
for
Hang
equipment
on.
malfunction.
Pause for technical difficulties. Yeah.
Greg, can you hear me? Yeah, you can. Okay. So, when Arvene mentions a blue thri-kreen, when Matisse in her previous life, when she was Alec, and she was hired to hunt down Arvene. Okay, a blue thri-kreen was the person who hired Alec, who hired your character to go after Arvene.
So that's out of character. That's Mealfoil, I believe.
Milfoil, isn't that like a
Milfoil.
kind of?
I don't. Unless I'm missing something, when I read through your character history, I did not see a name for the person who hired Alec.
No, I didn't. I didn't give one. I left some of those things open, I think.
No, you did give a name because it was like in the little separate thing that we put for you at the very end of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Mealfoil.
I've read the stories.
Mealfoil, but Mealfoil, at least as far as Arvene's perspective, didn't have a race, and Greg didn't mention a race. So
No.
okay.
There's just
So what are
this
Sorry, go
dude that comes out of nowhere at the time.
what are the thri-kreen? Chris,
What's that?
the thri-kreen race.
What about it?
What are they? Like
They
bug
are-
creatures, or
They are essentially a praying mantis.
Yeah, I got a picture up here if you want to let me share it out.
No sharing from you, John.
I promise not to abuse it this time.
Those privileges have been taken away forever.
Oh, so mean. Well, here,
yeah,
fine. I'll post
they're
the
like an
link.
insectoid, praying mantis, humanoid, somewhat humanoid race.
There's a link to a picture in chat.
Okay. Matisse says, I have not heard that name in a long time, and there's good reason why.
what name I just told you about a thri-kreen? Is this your old boss, Matisse?
He went by many names, but I called him Milfoil because that was what he had given me as his code. And we always spoke in code, so he didn't really have my real name, but I was easily identifiable, I guess you would say.
Okay.
Right.
So obviously that's probably not great that I would be going back to this place with the person who originally hired you to capture me.
So wait, let me get this straight. We're going after a bounty being captured by Matisse's previous boss.
Somebody that he hired, yes.
Oh no, previous.
There was an
previous
armored bounty
hirelings.
hunter who actually brought her in, but it was I saw the thri-kreen. He's the one who hired the bounty hunter who brought this woman in that we need to rescue. So
As with anything,
whatever.
Brax, there's always
Yep.
strings attached, so...
Well, also
So-
keep in mind that if somebody puts out a bounty, you could have 10 bounty hunters going after the same person. So I'm not trying to split hairs, but like the
You're
person
saying we
that
get to fight 10 bounties?
the person that you saw, that Arvene saw in her vision, Kate, was you're assuming was the person who captured her. It doesn't mean that the thri-kreen specifically hired that one person to go get her. It's a small detail, but again, like what your assumption is that person put out a bounty. Could have been 1,000 people that basically picked up the bounty and tried to go get her, but you happen to see the vision of the person that got her.
okay.
So that bounty hunter was not necessarily specifically hired to do that.
Okay.
It was just one of many. Just like
So-
there was probably multiple bounty hunters that were going after you when Alec was going after you.
Yep.
Well, Do we want to get the captain involved in this, or do you want to see if we can borrow our little ship?
I think we should run it by him and see what he thinks.
You always think that. You're like tied to his hip. Jeez, bury him already.
Oh, I like not having to have Janie burn all her spells to drive us somewhere otherwise.
He likes to burn things.
Yes, we do know
But I
that.
want you to be able to burn things where we're going.
But who knows what resources we might need in this place that we're going to.
I kind of
I
turn
guess.
to Matisse and go, do you remember anything else about the facility or the places where Milfoil would have worked out of? Like, I know generally where we're going. I don't know what exactly we're getting into other than I saw this person in a cell. So I know where we need to go to get her free.
It feels like lifetimes ago to me, but maybe my memory when I actually see the place might jog some feelings for me. But as
Okay.
of right now, I really can't say for sure.
Let's see, Chris, just to make sure I'm not leaping to conclusions here, do I know where in the city, like what building, like where to go in the building to find this woman in the cell? How specific is my intuition?
You would recognize the building if you saw it. You don't know where the building is, but you would assume that based on your past visions that you would have a feeling that would draw you in the direction of the building.
Okay.
You have no reason to think that once you're in the building that you will know exactly where she is, but again, you may have some kind of like a dowsing rod kind of a feeling as to the general direction of where she might be. You know, sometimes, you know, the way that Mayaheen communicates with you is a little more specific, and then it's a little more vague. Generally speaking, it tends to be vague.
Okay.
What? Visions vague? No.
And you also know that, well, I mean, you estimate that the trip would probably take about 2 months to get there.
That's going to be a hard sell for Captain Braun.
Well, we won't know unless we tell him, but
I'll let you do
Yeah.
the talking then, but
yeah.
you usually do anyway.
Okay. Arvene just ignores his snark. So, all right. Well, I mean, if the rest of you guys are game for a longer adventure, then I'd say we go tomorrow morning and tell Braun. Were we having lunch or dinner, Chris? Is
Dinner.
it evening? Okay. So yeah, let's go talk to Braun in the morning and see what he thinks.
Yeah, good. I can continue to get drunk tonight.
Okay, so the night passes uneventfully.
Get you drunk.
Do I get drunk?
Come on, I get drunk.
Do
There's
I
a
play
girl
with
there.
Luigi?
I want to do her.
Play with Luigi?
Who rolled? Does anyone have to roll for stamina?
Whoa.
Whoa,
Earl put me to bed.
Whoa.
Well.
Guys, and we already went there.
Well, stamina meaning that people don't pass out from drinking so much.
Oh.
Ah, okay, sure.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that.
I thought
So
we
you
were
head
talking
over
about
to
Luigi.
the Star Runner the
Yeah,
next morning.
head to the Star Runner the next morning and
Okay.
go to try to find Braun.
Okay. You have any trouble tracking them down?
Okay. All right. So, hey, can we talk to you in private again? Conference
yes,
room
of
or kind
course. Takes you into the captain's chamber there.
Kind of sit down and explain. I had another one of my visions last night at dinner. I saw a mob boss who's actually Matisse's old boss putting out a bounty with a bounty hunter who then brought in a woman. And she's in a building being held on the planet Dakor in a city called Tamalar. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, I have not heard of that.
She's being held prisoner there. I could probably find the building at least if we got to the planet, and I have a strong intuition that it would be very meaningful for me and or us if I rescue her. but the planet is about 2 months away. So I just wanted to check if that's something where you think the crew would be up for a trip to see what's to be found in this very modern, futuristic city.
Supposedly it's a high-tech
not,
city. Might be a good
it's-
opportunity for some trade or something.
Yeah,
you know?
it was basically left by an alien culture of some kind. Nobody really knows where it came from. It's very different from a lot of other places we've been before.
Well, I've never been to a place like that, so I will inform the crew that we will leave tomorrow. So
Okay.
gather whatever things you need. We will stock up for a long trip, and we will leave tomorrow morning.
That sounds awesome. Thank you.
All right, time to do some shopping. See if anybody needs anything. How are we doing on equipment?
I got my laser swords. I had found someone who sold buffed armor, but it was too expensive for me at the time, I believe. I think I took a note on it.
Did we get a long rest?
Yes.
Okay. I got my action
Let me just
point
make sure
back.
Mute for once. We're assembling the play gym for her, Chris.
Oh, is Mark putting it together?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Parents are babysitting the baby for us so we can play D&D. Okay. So,
Healing potions, I think.
buying
we
everything.
Yeah, I was just about to ask about that. Yeah, how are we doing them?
Potions of healing?
I have one. Yes, I have one potion of healing.
I think most of us have them still.
Greg is shaking his head. I think he.
I've got
I don't have
one.
one.
Yeah, I have one. I have two actually.
Okay. Well, we could rove around and see if we can find any more, just in case we want to have the additional stock, just in case, you know.
Need to get ourselves some wake-up juice. Because at this point, that's about all they're good for. Somebody goes down, getting them back on their feet.
So you're going to look for
Alright.
healing potions of healing
Yeah.
at the lesser market?
Yeah, I mean, and then the adrenaline shots. I don't think we want to go to the kind of places we would have to go to find those. Besides,
I got no
those
problem with
they
that.
carry.
You want to see if I can scrounge one up? They're kind of expensive, but I think we can afford it. Yeah, actually, I think I will do that. That's probably not a bad idea. I'll go scrounge around the back alley, see if I can find myself a good
Adrenaline
deal on
shot.
an adrenaline, on one of those 6-shot adrenaline things.
So I'm just going to roll this die here. And okay, so there are 4 potions of healing
Okay.
available at the lesser market. And I think they were 50 gold apiece.
If I remember right, yep.
Okay, I will
Okay.
contribute some to that, but I don't have to hold on to it.
Okay.
I'll keep an extra because I'm usually the one that ends up running around getting people back up.
1,
So
2. Okay.
I'll drop in 50 for that.
Okay. Janie,
Alright.
do you want to take one?
A what?
A potion of healing.
Sure.
Okay.
I've already paid for one,
I
so
Don't
there's-
have one.
Okay,
And
so
I
that's
can.
3.
I'll buy a second one. Hey, there's 4 players.
I mean, I don't know how many are available. So
There
4.
are 4. So
4 available. 3 we've just purchased.
Yeah.
If you want to buy the
I
last
can buy
one,
one as well.
Then have. Okay. So each of us buys one, basically.
yeah.
and someone holds on to the one I bought
Who wants to hold on to the one?
because I have 2 already.
Should be you, Jamie,
what?
because I'm about to have 2.
Give it to
or
GH.
Strash. Oh, okay. If you can keep
Let
track of it.
GH88 hold
Sure.
one.
GH,
That way he can-
potion, sure.
That way he can feed on
It would
You
help
can-
if I was looking at the right character sheet.
details.
That always does
I'm
help.
looking at Sapphire instead of Janie.
Sun sword, what?
What? I'm like, this doesn't look like. Yeah. Yeah.
From
That's
the Curse of
funny.
Strahd campaign, which is a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Thank you, John, for running.
Yes.
Problem. And hopefully I'll do better on the next one, and if I ever do another
you
one
did
and not
good.
screw up your final encounter.
You mean not pwn us as hard as you could have on the final encounter?
Are you kidding? I wanted to pwn you harder. You guys were just had me on ropes the whole time.
I was very hard to deal with.
I think
You
if we
were.
if we hadn't taken out what's her face so quickly, things would have gone much harder.
Okay, John, let's have Strax make a charisma check.
Let's Drax make a charisma check.
Oh boy.
You're making this hard. Anything in particular that I can put into that?
Nope, just roll and add your charisma modifier.
Okay, well, that's gonna suck.
Wait, I'm near him. Does my thing work outside?
That saving throw is great.
Oh, okay. I was trying to help.
So what was your roll, John?
4.
Oh, no.
I am grumpy today.
Okay, so you find somebody, but they're willing to sell it for 750 gold.
Oh, jeez.
Ouch.
Yikes.
I got half of that.
I could pitch in.
Yeah. I can pitch in too.
I could
I'll
pitch
give
in
you.
about 200.
I could probably do that too.
Yeah, I
could
can
definitely
collect
pitch
when I
in
come
at
back.
least 200.
Oh, okay, so
700.
200 from me to you. Okay.
I don't even. Are you guys with me? Is the question.
But we
Because
could have
I
given
only
you money before you left.
Yes.
I don't think anybody would let you go fully unaccompanied.
Strax would want to, but I don't think anybody would let him.
No.
that would make sense because I've only got 650 on me.
Yeah, we can assume that everybody is with you.
Okay,
I would have
so
at least gone with him.
Don't split the party.
it's fun. The fun things happen when you split the party.
I'm
Fun.
taking away 200.
Okay,
I took away 200.
2, 4, 6. Okay,
take away-
that leaves
I'll do-
150.
Yeah.
That leaves 150 from me.
Okay. So
Okay,
you have
and
the
we have one.
adrenaline shot. Custom item made by me.
Made by me.
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 Got a drugs.
Drugs, get the drugs, man.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
No.
Crack
you
is
live,
whack.
unless you live on the Rocker Brawl.
Crack is whack.
All right. So you have healing potions. You have adrenaline shot. Is that all you guys are looking to do before you leave?
Let's see. I'm still good on personal atmospheres. I still got like 5 of them.
I'm gonna throw you guys into some situations where you get knocked out into space. Floating off the ship somewhere. Got to use your personal atmospheres.
We were somewhere once already that had bad atmosphere, the
Yeah,
Citadel.
there's like poisonous atmospheres and stuff.
I have like 4 of those things too.
So everybody's
Yeah,
good.
as far as weapons
Don't give
and
him
stuff
any
like that,
ideas,
yeah, nothing that I
guys.
can afford right
I
now.
think so.
I think
Yeah.
good.
Okay. So you return to the Star Runner. Captain Braun's got the ship all set to go.
Morning, Captain.
So, good morning. So he tells Olo to get everything ready to get the ship going, and you set out. And the trip is, very uneventful. There is a point where the Star Runner passes by a beautiful blue nebula that sort of draws the crew's attention for a couple of days. So as the planet Dakor comes into view, it has a shine unlike anything else the crew has probably seen. Maze, the Star Runner's changeling entertainer, explains that the entire planet is artificial, constructed from various metals. At its core is a huge magical power source rumored to have been constructed by the Arcane, who are a race of blue giants that supply spaceborne civilizations with a variety of magical devices, including spelljamming helms like the one that powers the Star Runner. Whatever way this mysterious power source functions, it is somehow able to create and maintain an air envelope big enough for the entire planet. So it doesn't really have an atmosphere per se, but it does have an air envelope. So the area within a mile of Dakor's artificial surface is teeming with spacefaring vessels of all shapes and sizes. The term surface is used very loosely, as the entire planet seems to be constructed of countless walkways, platforms, roads, thoroughfares, and promenades strung between buildings of all shapes and sizes, with no such thing as a ground level. Looking down could easily induce a feeling of vertigo, as the construction seems to go on forever, eventually ending in a small glowing point at the maximum range of your vision, which is most likely the glow from the planet's power source. The Star Runner begins its approach to Tomalar, City of the Ancients, and has no problem finding a landing platform. The Star Runner's pilot Hal gently docks the ship alongside the landing platform so the gangplank can be lowered. Captain Braun allows the crew to disembark, but gives them specific instructions to stay close. He wants to be able to leave in a hurry if needed.
I don't know why you'd think that.
He asks you to use the communicator brooch to keep himself and Hal informed upon completion of your mission, again, in case they have to leave in a hurry.
Okay.
So,
Mary in a hurry. Mary.
Hey DM, it's worth noting I am going to wear the black wig that I had purchased before
Okay.
after the arena fight.
So what cosplay are you doing?
So that I don't. not the chick with glowing blue hair when there were people who had bounties on me on this planet previously, and I don't know if they're still active.
Potentially.
Okay.
So,
seems like a reasonable
yeah,
precaution.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to blow this place up too?
Yay!
Although,
mean,
come to think of
size.
it, we only ever really blew up one place. We've tried and others didn't quite work.
Yeah, where's the space station?
Yeah.
We caused a societal pivot on a whole planet of various humanoid monsters.
Yeah, but that's not the same as blowing it up.
No, but we probably would want to tread lightly instead of blowing things up.
Probably right.
We don't know much about this place, although it seems like it would be a potential cool source of knowledge for Eustrax, given
Yeah, I'm definitely
what
gonna keep my
Maze
eyes
told us
open.
about the history. I didn't know some of that.
Hey, there's an artificial planet. They might have a few interesting ideas, things to make. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink.
So Arvene,
Smack.
Arvene, you do feel a certain pull toward the city.
Okay. All right. So I kind of, they're docked there. So I feel a pull through the city. So I kind of say, all right, I have a general idea of where we need to go.
You have a bearing.
If we want to set out and at least
We got time to do some
scope
shopping?
out the building, learn the lay of the land a little bit. We could see what we see along the way.
All right, it sounds like we got time to do some shopping. Let's go do some shopping.
Okay. So you're just gonna like sort of head off into the city and look for vendors.
Yeah.
Look for the vendors and then kind of generally head towards where I feel the building is, just to kind of do recon on the building itself first. I don't even know if we'd be trying to go in right away.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, it's a very large, city. It seems to, it has like places to eat, and it has shops and vendors and things. If you're looking for something in particular, let me know.
I mean, I'm still looking for magic armor, but I'm assuming I'm not going to find it for a better price here than I did on the rock.
It's
Well,
it's
well, let
magic
me,
planet. I'm hoping that maybe magic items might be a
Let me
little
write
more
this-
plentiful.
Let me try this here. So hold on. So you're looking for magical studded leather, is that
Like
right?
this, yeah, plus one set of leather, ideally.
Okay. So I'm going to any percentile dice. Here we go. Let's see what your chances are. Okay. So you do find a place that has it, but it is not any less expensive.
Okay. So 1,500 gold, which is
Yeah.
quite a bit out of reach for me right now.
Yeah. I mean, if we pool our resources, maybe.
But is it worth it? We don't know what else we might have to do with that money here right now.
75 apiece, right? Did I get that right?
1,500. So it would be divided by 4.
750 divided by 2. 375 apiece.
Yeah,
375. Yeah, that's
what I said.
Oh yeah, I
only heard the
only the
75.
75 came through. That's why we were looking at you like you had two heads. Sorry.
I'm like, what the hell, guys? Yes, 375 apiece.
It's not like you, Sarah, to mess up on math. So it's like,
Fuck
Maybe
you.
her,
Oh.
maybe her internet might have cut
I
out.
did not say a thing.
I also heard 75. I think Sarah's internet cut out when she said it.
I
Yeah.
said 375.
It was like
Okay.
blip 75.
we'll take your word for it, Sarah, this time.
I believe her.
Don't get snarky with me, Snarky McSnarkerson.
I'm waiting for Sarah's middle finger to be shown. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, hello, cat. Hi, sir.
Okay.
Hey, maybe we can find
so
something interesting on
restaurants,
the way.
vendors, all kinds of things. It's a big city.
Do magic items seem to be a little bit more readily available?
No, they actually don't.
No.
No, I mean, you kind of feel like the Rock actually has more, a higher likelihood of finding magic items.
Okay,
This
what
place
about
is.
technological items. That
Well, I mean, you
look
can-
magical.
You
I
can
don't
get plenty of personal atmospheres. You can probably find some more potions. Potions probably be fairly common. There are weapons. You can buy laser pistols. Laser rifles.
I
etc.
hate those things. Can't hit the broadside of a barn with one of those. The rifle? Nah. Nah, I'll keep with good old boltcaster. That works.
You do eventually come within proximity to the building, Arvene. So
Okay.
you tell me what you want to do with regard to that.
Kind of tell the others, I think this is the place. What do you think we should check out so we understand what it is that we need to get into and how to plan our angle of attack?
All right. Can you give us a visual on the building?
The
So-
building is a large, four-sided building, maybe 500 feet long on a side and perhaps 50 floors high,
Squarish.
with a symbol on the side that covers most of the floors. The symbol is a circle with an X in the middle and the color purple. There is a 20-foot wide platform that surrounds the building and connects to 4 promenades that connect with the surrounding thoroughfares. This big web of walkways and things. The roof, you believe, is a landing area because you see like a small ship kind of fly down and then sort of out of sight to the roof, and you see what you think is like some kind of a fin or something of a ship, like sort of on the corner that's closest to you. So you think there's like a landing pad or landing area up there on the roof that has ships going.
Okay.
Does it appear that there are guards?
It is surrounded by guards that are wearing white armor and carrying what looks like modified laser rifles. Oddly, the guards all seem to be to have identical physical proportions.
And they're all
Are they
wearing identical white
clones?
helmets over their faces.
There are 4 sets of double doors, one on each side of the building, with a pair of guards flanking each set of doors. A dozen or so other pairs of guards are walking around the outside of the building. You see pairs of guards leaving the building and heading into the city promenades, as well as pairs of guards returning from the promenades to enter the building.
Oh, well, at least we know that won't be able to hit us if they start shooting at us.
No metagaming, Strax.
I was gonna say that's a bit of a
It's a bold leap.
bold leap. That was like a Kate-sized leap. Love you.
Do we happen to hear an orchestral set of music?
Symphonies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
keep a listen out for that orchestra. If that you start hearing that, you know we got trouble.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nothing copyrighted. No.
Oh crap! Now
Kinda,
after
I-
us.
kind of turn to Matisse and say, does this trigger any memories for you? Like, did you ever, would you know enough from your past that maybe you would know other ways into this building that aren't heavily guarded?
I touch the building to see if I feel.
Well, hold on a second. The building is heavily guarded with guards.
That's right. That's right.
I just walk right up
You
and
You just walk up there. You just touch the building.
start petting it.
The guards just stand there and do nothing. Whatever. Who is this person? Let him touch the building. Let her touch the building.
Well, instead, I focus on it and try to see if anything comes to me from deep inside my memory bank.
Wow.
There's a joke there, Sarah.
Sarah.
Oh, you crude people! You.
Oh, you love me and you know it.
Wow.
So Greg, are you just trying to remember?
I'm trying to recall.
Using Memory of a Thousand Lifetimes?
Yes, I'm trying to recall if there's any resonance of feelings or.
So it would have to be some sort of a strong emotional event that would have occurred around the building. So I mean, how close do you want to get to the building before you activate that power?
How close can I get before the guards notice I'm there?
Well, there doesn't seem to be anyone coming or going along like the walkways except for the guards. So if you were to even step out onto the walkways and start to move towards the building, that would be suspicious based on the activity that you're observing from kind of a distance. So I don't really know that you could get that close unless you wanted to try and see if the guards try to stop you.
I might be very conspicuous with a tall blue
You are
armored.
pretty large and blue.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's a good thought, but just it seems like the place is heavily guarded and nobody's coming or going from it except for those soldiers. So getting close enough to use your ability right at this point would probably cause a problem.
Got it. Maybe Arvene, maybe we can try going down somewhere and see if there's a tunnel to go in.
Or it's always up to the roof, too.
You could go under the building, but you'd have to somehow, unless you can fly, you'd have to find some way to get down there.
Find lower walkways. Yeah.
There doesn't appear to be any lower walkways that go below it. I mean, there are ships and there are buildings and there are other businesses and so forth, like above and below this area. But there's no walkway that goes like to the underside of the building.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a business that's in proximity to it that might be connected via the walkways?
There are a bunch of them, but again, there's a walkway on each one of the four sides, and it goes out from this building, and then it basically connects with other walkways that are in front of businesses. So,
I have 10 pitons. I can climb underneath. No. Probably not going to work.
I can fly, but that's not everybody else.
I believe I can fly.
How?
I think that pulling out your wings right now might be counterproductive to your wanting to stay incognito, though.
I concur. Yeah. So.
The only thought that I have is maybe we can go to one of the businesses that are closest to it and see if we can see more from that vantage
Do I
point.
see any businesses that sell shiny things?
yes, you do.
I want to go to a business that sells shiny things.
While we're doing that, can you also tell me if there's armaments on the roof that we could see?
You don't
Guns,
see any sort of
ballistas.
weaponry. You don't see any kind of cannons or any laser weapons of any kind up there. You do see ships occasionally coming, going from the top. There are smaller flying vehicles that sometimes go down below the building, but you don't think they're specifically meant for this building. It's just there are little tiny ships and little like hovercrafts and things like flying all over the place. It's like this very stereotypical futuristic city.
Is there space there where we could hover like the Star Runner over the roof and basically storm the building from the roof? Is it an area
there is
that's
enough
too
space
crowded or not?
There is enough space above, like you could conceivably fly the Star Runner over the top of the building. Yes.
Okay.
Because basically like above this building there seems to be like a big clear open area, and there are more like skyscrapers that sort of like those four promenades that go out from this building. They connect to all these other businesses and all these other structures, and some of those structures are like skyscrapers that go up really high. But right here in the center of this area, where this building is. There's nothing directly above this building, but there are skyscrapers that are kind of all around it.
Okay.
Maybe
You
you
guys
can,
feel like an airdrop?
So,
we can
Arvene kind of quietly discusses that idea with the party while they move on to look for Janie's shiny things.
Yeah, are you looking for anything in particular, Janie?
No, I was just
Well-
trying to make a decision of what to do.
Well, you can buy yourself some.
Tired of standing around and doing nothing. Let's go look at shiny things.
You can buy yourself some fun necklaces and things if you want. Some
Sure.
rings, some bracelets.
Yeah, I'll buy some bling.
we
Okay.
use the little
If we
ship.
can, if you want to wait until
The sky
tomorrow, I think I can work up a little something that can get us onto that roof.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I have this little idea buzzing around in my head. I think I can make a little. Well, I've been doing a lot of spatial experimentation recently, so I think I can make something that, if somebody's falling, would actually slow their fall.
Like a hovercraft.
Yeah,
kind of
but
thing.
how does that get us onto the roof?
Well, we just jump off from above it and fall down, and when we get close, we turn it on. Land safely on the roof.
Like a parachute.
Kinda, yeah.
And the ships that are coming and going up there are just going to ignore you.
Well, just don't hit them.
I like the idea of bringing our ship in and having that quick exit if we need it. So, like, if we cause enough of a fuss that we need
but
to
getting clearances
get
for
off
that
the
and stuff like
planet.
that,
No,
they're gonna
we're not-
ask questions.
Shiny things, shiny things, shiny things,
Let's
shiny
go look
things.
at the shiny things and then we'll figure out what we want to do.
I thought we were discussing this while we were looking at shiny things.
You guys can discuss it while you're looking at the shops if you want. I mean, Janie, you can basically you can designate a gold piece value and say that you bought a necklace, a 2 gold piece necklace, a 5 gold piece bracelet, and you can decide what kind of a gem you want in it, as long as it's not like Well, no, I mean, yeah, you could say it's like a diamond, or you could say it's a ruby, or whatever you want to say it is, but just assign a gold piece value to it, and that's what you get, because there's plenty of selection here. So you spend as much as you want.
I want to spend 100 gold pieces. That's 10 platinums, 100 gold pieces, right?
No, 10 yes.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
It's 10 platinum
platinum's
gold.
10 gold, so 10
Yep.
times 10.
Yep.
Yeah,
Am I
if you click-
mathing right, John?
You're mathing right. Actually, if you click on your gold, it'll math it for you. Say up at the top, total currency in GP.
Well, I have 22 platinum, and that's added into my gold total currency right now, yes.
Yeah.
So,
What are people's passive perceptions?
I think Arvene is 15.
13.
13.
15.
12.
12. So Arvene is a 15.
Yep.
Okay, so you happen to notice that the ships that are coming and going from the top of the roof have the same symbol on it as the side of the building.
So that would make it harder to get up there.
Yeah, so we just, like I said, they're getting clearance to land on that roof is probably not going to happen.
Oh, man.
So if the ship lands to drop us off, it's going to attract a lot of attention. So I'm thinking keep the ship on standby, and then they can just dive in and scoop us up if they need to, but they don't need to land.
We cause some kind of diversionary thing?
Maybe a diversion or
Divert
I
who?
mean,
Divert what?
Well, given Matisse and I both have some history with the owner of this building, I mean, I'd love to suggest it, but what if you and
No,
Jane...
hold on, Kate. Whoa.
What's that? With
You don't
the...
know anything about this building.
Okay, okay. So, all right. So
Roll that back.
I don't know for sure, like, if they could march in there, like, if Strax and Janie masqueraded as bounty hunters, this might not be the building where this woman was originally delivered as a bounty. Am I making too much of a leap with that?
It's
Hang on, we need a little bit more information. Sorry, go ahead and finish your thought, Chris.
I'm just saying that Arvene, what Arvene saw was, Greg's old Greg's old employer, putting out a bounty. Arvene saw that some bounty hunter, wearing red armor, by the way, some bounty hunter wearing red armor captured this woman. And the woman is, you saw this building and you saw that she is in the building. That is all you know.
Okay,
It seems like you're drawing broad assumptions. Like,
so
this guy owns the building.
I don't
Like,
even.
no, he
Yeah.
doesn't own
So
the
I don't
building. You have
even
no
know
idea.
if that guy is in this building or if she's changed hands already. I just know that she's being held there.
somewhere.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Correct. I'm just asking you not to make these
Okay.
broad
No,
assumptions.
that's fair. Yeah. Thank you. So.
Hey, Blue Girl, Matisse, why don't you ask around, see if we can get some information on what that building actually is? What is that symbol?
Blue girl.
It's part of Strax's usual charm.
Hey,
Well,
he's got a 9 charisma, so he's not going to be loyal like
So, Matthias, if you want to make a charisma check to
maybe I
talk
could
to talk to the locals,
Okay.
which is why I asked him to do it.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Well, that or Janie, right? Janie has some natural charm.
That's true. Janie could help.
you can make
Janie's
the
too
Janie is
busy
very.
buying
I
jewelry.
did roll.
Janie is very good at
I
getting
did roll a
information.
critical though.
Oh, nice, Gerg.
Nice.
So charisma. If I do intimidation, that gives me +5.
no, it's charisma. It's a charisma
Just
check.
charisma. So it's +2 to that. So it's 22.
22.
Yeah, we're not trying to
Nice.
rough up the locals for information.
Hey, where is that building, you jerk?
Okay, I bought 100 gold pieces worth of jewelry.
Okay. So, Greg, Matisse finds out that the building is a military post bought 3 months ago by a group called the Illithid Empire.
Oh.
Oh no.
Apparently, I spelled bot B-O-G-H-T.
It's all about about.
Bog it.
They bought it.
Oh, baka.
So in character, do any of us know what an illithid is? Are we well enough traveled
Yes.
that we
Yes,
know
you do.
that?
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
There is an Illithid embassy on the rock.
I don't know what one of those
So,
is personally. So
Do you want a mind flayer, Sarah?
not really.
They were in all those
Suffice to
ways.
say, Janie probably doesn't have anything to worry about from them.
Oh, because psychic damage.
Because
No, they
they
eat brains.
eat brains.
You jackass!
Ah.
So survey.
I would like to cast magic missile on my brother.
I will allow it.
Janie, don't waste the resources.
Okay, shocking grasp.
So with
1
what
point.
we know about these guys, we don't want to try to just waltz in there.
Yeah, that's problematic.
AC 20.
You hit.
That hit?
Ow!
I mean,
Hold on, Janie's shocking
10
her brother.
lightning damage.
Take 10
How much?
lightning damage, Strax.
How much?
10 lightning.
how many temporary hit points do we have for Maze?
3.
3. Wow. Okay. So the shtick hasn't been used before, but if I scope out the building and all this time while we're wandering around and Matisse is trying to get intel, do I see what looks like any place around the building where it's like maybe a walkway that's a little more sheltered and out of the way, like somewhere where we could get the drop on some of the guards and try to
Muscle our way. in.
kill some guards and steal their armor?
Oh. Okay.
It was as far as the building itself goes. No, it seems to be.
Okay.
It seems to be very specifically, in that spot in the middle of all these skyscrapers, with those 4 promenades leading to it. So it's kind of isolated itself. It seems very deliberate. that they bought this building right here.
Yeah.
There are pairs of guards that are going to and from the promenades and into the city. So you could try to go after some of them, but as far as being on the walkways, all the walkways are clearly visible from all sides.
I'd say we go after the ones who are going out into the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess we just completely abandoned the plan to go in via the roof.
I didn't like the plan to go in via the roof in the first place. I'm sorry, Strax.
Never like my ideas. Seriously.
That's not true.
Good ideas.
This
She
one
rarely
be
likes it.
crazy. I think those devices are awesome, and if you're working on them, we should wait to do this mission until we have them, just in case we do have to take a header off of one of these buildings. Anything with slow fall would be amazing to have. But as our primary means of planning, I don't think so.
There's a strange lack of guardrails on a lot of these huge drops.
Yeah.
Well, if we fall off, I don't see that there's anything to land on down there anyway.
You might hit another building or another like a walkway or a promenade, or you might just keep falling.
Hit me with your
For-
best.
It's this big like amalgamation of all these walkways and buildings and everything below you.
I mean,
Forever.
do you have that gear ready to go, Strax, just in case it does become relevant here?
No, like I said,
I think it's a
I'd have to
terrible
put something
idea. Do you
together.
have it ready?
In out of character, that means I need a long rest.
Yeah. You need a long rest? Yeah.
Yes.
We could go back to the Star Runner for a night and plan
Try
to
to
do
think
this.
about it. Yeah.
I mean, I still think we should try to. What do
The
you guys?
longer you guys just talk, the more Janie's buying.
What do you think about the idea?
We need to
of,
get back to the ship to rescue
Yeah.
Janie. Come on.
Yeah, okay. Head back to the ship, regroup for a night, and then come back the next day.
All right, let me recombobulate some spells here.
Okay.
Well, we know
Recombobulate.
that there's a bunch of guards, so we have to kind of figure out how to get
All
around.
right. Well, that's my point. Is if we ambush some of them out in the city, we can steal some armor. We can look like guards, and then we can march in there. You know, maybe have one of us play as a prisoner or something.
You know,
We're gonna be like the flying
still
Winkies.
I still have those
Wee-oh.
brooches that turn you invisible.
Oh.
Yo.
See, I was almost thinking something like that.
Although I can only actually come to think about it, I think I've only got 2. I don't think I could do I don't think I could do all of those.
Yeah,
it might help.
And some of us aren't very stealthy, but it could still help. So yeah, if you got them.
So we got to get around those clones.
So what is it that you're doing, John?
I'm looking for a spell to pull out to put in Featherfall.
I think it might be a sound idea. We can sneak in there. Maybe if the others are invisible, that we would stand a chance if we went.
Well, I think
Make a history. Could I make like an intelligence check on my knowledge of mind players of Illithids?
Sure.
How much do I know about them? I don't know crap about them.
Well, do we know
7.
if the guards are even Illithids in the first place?
You don't.
Yeah.
I don't, but it's safe to assume that there are some in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a question of whether or not Strax would think, with a roll of 7, as to whether or not he'd think of Illithids as mind readers.
I would say that Strax knows that they use psychic abilities. They have psychic attacks. You're not sure if they can read minds or not, but
Okay, nice.
it's not.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah. It's entirely possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, disguises may be all well and good, but I don't think they'll get us much farther than the front door. If these Illithids are in here, they're psychic creatures, so I don't know if maybe they wouldn't be able to just see right through any disguise that we put on anyway. Maybe we get in, but just have a plan B. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, it still seems like the path of least resistance. I'm worried about the roof just because of the constant ship traffic. We don't know how many guards are on those ships. We could get ourselves outnumbered pretty quickly depending on how it goes. So
Plan B is Fireball.
That's the only reason. Well, I mean, it's always Plan B or maybe Plan C. But, you know,
Yeah.
I like fireballs. I like fireballs. I like fireballs.
I was almost thinking that we could let ourselves get captured and then try that route, but that might be.
well, if we dress up a couple of us as guards, even we could act like we have others captured. Like Matisse, you're a lot taller than those guards. You're not going to fit well in that armor, no matter what we do.
Yeah, if they're all kind of about the same size, then
It's possible that Janie and Arvene could masquerade as those, but the Hobgoblin and the Diva probably could not.
So Janie and
we
I
could go in invisible.
masquerade. Well, we could masquerade as guards and either be bringing you guys in as prisoners and ask for directions to the cell block, yeah, or
Why
go
would
invisible.
guards that are
Although
bringing
I
in
know
prisoners need to ask for directions?
it depends if they're new on assignment.
Hey, dude, where's the cell block?
Yeah.
Well, let's try that plan and see how it goes. Strax
I'm
and
down.
Okay.
Strax and I. will
I have
be
a
invisible.
pretty good persuasion.
So what's the invisible, John? Is it just an invisibility spell?
it's just regular invisibility.
Okay.
I can cast it twice, and I'll be out of second level spells.
So we're gonna
Okay.
jump at least 2 guards out in town to get armor for a couple of us to masquerade and
This is the next day.
see how
right?
Yeah. And what are we going to do with all the little robots?
And we talk to the little robots.
GH88 and SDO1.
Oh,
Them going.
You didn't see any droids of
Yeah.
any kind going in and out of the building.
Yeah, they are a little conspicuous. Well, I
Just a
mean,
bit.
we can always put SDO1 into the sack.
right.
The bag of holding.
Yeah.
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 Sack.
Zach.
Put 'em in a
Testicles
sack.
of holding.
Whoa. And we went there.
Isn't that the definition of all testicles? Unless they've been snipped.
Yeah. Why'd you have
Then
to
they
go there?
hold forever.
Oh boy. All
Okay.
right. So yeah, with we could try to jump enough guards to dress up. I mean, GH88 would probably fit well into the armor, right? He's about normal human size.
He might fit into it, although the way that he walks would be a little conspicuous.
Okay. I mean, we could act like we're escorting him too. Escort one person as
Maybe
a
they
prisoner,
are the droids they're looking for.
right?
Oh, that would mean that whoever you're escorting is going to probably have to go in unarmed.
Yeah.
Well,
Give your
maybe
arms to us.
we escort GH88 and have you and Matisse be invisible. Yeah, GH88 doesn't have any armaments. He's just got his little needle equipment, which I think is hidden in him when he's not in use, right? He's not armed, right? I don't know.
He doesn't have any weapons.
Yeah, so. So it's
I hope he hides his needle when not in use.
Does that sound like a plan?
He said it, not me.
Whoa.
We've gone
Wow.
south for the winter, everyone.
Oh, dude, I live south for the winter.
Okay, so there are plenty of guards the next day that are coming and going from this building,
Okay.
and you start to follow a couple of them.
Yep.
And let's have all of you make stealth checks for me,
Oh boy.
And
just to see how conspicuous you're being.
Which
this is
dice
gonna
wants to
suck
play
because
nice
my
tonight?
armor's still giving me
Wants to
disadvantage
play.
on stealth.
Oof. Arvene's not stealthy today at all.
Ooh, and yet, okay, I will take that. A 17 and 18. So 17 on the disadvantage.
Okay.
This one, so 18.
13. 13.
Okay,
Let's see.
Janie.
20.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
And Arvene.
See. 7.
Jesus Christ.
Aren't you wearing a wig? You should be more stealthy than that.
Uncharacteristic lack of grace. Arvene catches her cloak on something.
Yeah. In the interest of fairness, Greg, you do know that your armor gives you disadvantage on stealth, right?
Oh shoot! So I need to roll another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arvene's wig like spins around.
It's the
Trips and
same.
falls on her face.
All right, so you don't think that they are noticing you trying to sort of covertly follow them, and there is a point when they go down in between a couple of buildings,
Okay.
and there really doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic going through there, so it
Okay.
seems like it might be a good opportunity.
Okay.
I jump him.
Go now.
So you follow them down,
Shocking
down
grasp.
this little alleyway.
Yep.
So what is your plan to subdue them?
Shocking grasp.
just attack them? Is that what the deal is?
She's gonna
Yeah.
Try not to damage the armor.
she's gonna shock their asses.
Are they wearing metal armor?
It doesn't look like it's made of metal, actually.
Oh.
It's kind of like this
Attack them.
plastoid type material.
Yeah. Hey, Strax, do you have mending in case we need to repair things?
You're asking a craftsman if he's got mending. Of course I got mending.
Okay, so then it's not an issue if we damage the armor.
Shocking grasp.
Game
I can
on!
fix a few things.
Okay, so you walk up to them and like, you're 40 feet away, you're 30 feet away, you're 20 feet away.
Yep.
You get to about 10 feet away and like they're kind of looking over their shoulder at you. I mean, it's not unusual to have people in the city walking near other people in the city. But because you're alone in the alley, they kind of seem to start to get a little bit suspicious at about 10 feet.
Okay.
Does somebody want to launch in with some kind of an attack at this point?
Poison spray.
Yeah,
Poison spray?
Arvene. Yeah.
Okay.
Arvene wings out the laser swords and just
Go ahead and do
rushes
poison spray
them.
there, Janie.
On both of them?
Sure.
Okay, so it's a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't have anything that would actually be.
So this guy is TK421. This guy is TK422. TK421. What was the DC, Sarah?
14.
Fails.
Okay, that's 17 poison.
17 poison.
Your
Okay.
D12s.
Nice.
TK422 also fails.
That's 16 poison.
Okay. So they start to turn around as you're getting very close to them, and Janie casts poison spray. This big puff of green smoke. They try to turn around quickly to try to point their modified laser rifles at you, and this puff of green smoke just gets underneath their helmets and gets inside. They start coughing and hacking, and then they fall over.
Really?
Whoa.
Face.
Are they dead?
That's it?
You check
come up
them, and they
and
appear to be unconscious.
Poke.
Oh, unconscious. Okay. I'm gonna look at the others and be like, hey,
Take
do
their
we want
armor.
to interrogate one of them and try to figure out where we're going once we're inside the
I mean, they are technically, they're dying.
Okay.
They are below zero. They're at 0 hit points, so they're making death saves.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, well,
I killed him. I killed him!
Well, for real though, do we want to interrogate one of them?
I could give them one hit
They're
point
unconscious.
worth of.
you remember what happened
Yeah.
the last time we tried to leave somebody alive behind?
Yes.
Get their armor up, I'll toss them over the edge.
Cold-blooded!
Watch him and see. Drax is gonna kill them from 1, 2, 3.
So it takes about like 24 seconds, and then they're dead.
Yeah.
Strip them.
Okay.
I got them.
Alright.
Murdering hobos here.
Yeah. Murder hobos!
Yay! Okay, so you take off their armor. One of the guys has a really big pee-pee.
Okay.
Thanks for that info, DM. Thanks.
Oh
Well,
my
if they look the
God.
same.
Odd piece on the armor is like really big.
Are they? Are they? Whoa! Are they human or are they illithid?
They appear to be human.
Okay.
Alright.
Interesting.
All right, I start putting on armor.
Okay, so Arvene and Janie have the
Okay.
armor.
Yep.
Me. That's French for yes.
Okay.
Bodies over the edge.
So,
So they'll get
Search
found.
him first.
I mean, they have the modified laser rifles, which I assume you take those.
Yeah.
Janie's got a gun.
Yeah. Do I get any sense on first inspection that they're superior to a normal laser rifle, Chris?
So you've never encountered them before. So do an investigation check if you want to try to.
Actually, can I check in on that? I mean,
Yeah, you
probably.
can
Yeah,
make
Stra-
you can make a check, John, with advantage.
Strax, I'll help you. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
well, I get advantage.
He gets advantage anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't
I would
plan
say
that,
that,
but
He's better at it than.
You
Do
just
you want-
gave Janie a gun.
I did.
You want me investigating also or not?
It's up to you, honey, if you want to.
Okay, yeah, sure.
23 straight up intelligence.
23 for Strax.
Okay, and 19 for
19. Okay. So based on the fact that, Arvene, you already use a laser rifle,
Yep.
and Strax is an artificer, you're able to discern. I'll just give you the stats because it's just easier. So they do a D8 force damage, and they have a range of 2060. So it's a really, really short range weapon, but it does more damage than a laser rifle or laser pistol.
Okay.
But it doesn't have any other properties. You know, laser rifles have aiming, and these don't have the aiming property.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that she'd use it as a preferred weapon, but that's interesting. Okay. But for now, she will.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not as good as a laser rifle,
Right.
and it's arguable whether or not it's better than a laser pistol or not.
Well, it looks like it's designed
Should
for
I keep one? I mean,
crowd, close quarters combat ish.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dealing with crowds and things like that. It's just
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
they probably don't have to deal with making cross city shots very often.
Right.
Okay. Are there any distinguishing marks on the uniforms, like numbers or name badges or stuff like that?
They do have the circle with the X on it, the purple circle with the X,
Okay.
and there are little numbers on the back, and a little tiny version of the number underneath the 0 with the X. That gives them a designation.
Okay. So what are myself and Janie masquerading as, just in case somebody uses that name?
Okay, I'm not going to use the TKs because that is actually a Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
So we will say
so sorry.
X417 and X892. Arvene, you are X417, and Janie, you are X892.
Okay.
So am I adding a laser rifle to my?
That doesn't exist in D&D Beyond yet.
Well, I see the wondrous item created by AM Chris Buckner.
Yes, which is the regular laser rifle, but
Okay.
these are actually laser blasters, and
Okay.
I didn't put them in D&D Beyond right now.
Okay, but could we
If you want to put it in your on your
modify?
yeah. I mean, you could make a custom attack or something. You can do whatever you want so that you can track it.
Okay.
And if after this adventure is over, if you guys still have these, I can make an item and put it in D&D Beyond. Okay, so you can
Liliana's
put
crashed
the
out.
bodies in a dumpster or something.
Now over the edge. Let them fall in. Feed the magic.
There isn't a place right in this spot where you can go over the edge.
Ah, darn.
You're
All
like
right.
you're like in between buildings, and
Put them
the
in a
walkway
dumpster.
goes across.
Put them in a
Yeah,
dumpster.
dumpster out of sight. Yeah.
That's boring.
So
I get
now,
to watch them
so now, what are
fall.
you doing with regards to the droids and Strax and Matisse?
All right. Well,
And we can either jump more guards to try to get disguises for other people, but that would only work for GH88, kind of.
You're not
So,
really sure about that.
Yeah, I don't think, because of how awkward his movement. So,
all right. SDO1, get in the bag.
Okay, Steel Defender is in the bag.
Still the vendors in the bag.
so it takes him one action to come back out, right?
I think it would take John's action to get SDO1 out of it.
Yeah.
So then, who's going invisible and who's playing like they're a prisoner?
Well, hang on, Matisse. You said that.
Matisse is tall like a Wookiee. It's got to be Matisse.
I was trying to think of invisibling me and GH88, and you guys can bring Matisse in. If you're, I mean, wasn't there a bounty on you or something like that anyway?
I don't know.
It wasn't a bounty. Matisse was a different
I don't know.
person.
I can't keep
when-
you guys straight.
Matisse
I can't
was
keep
a
all your lies
different
straight.
person when she did not obey orders and abandoned her job as a bounty hunter.
Oh, there you go. She's probably got a bounty on her. So okay.
Well, Alec would have a bounty. The question would be if anybody knows yet that Alec is Matisse. I don't know if it's widely. Would
It's the
we have
best
any-
I got.
Yeah.
So you can think of something different.
Let's go ahead with that and just
Yeah,
I'll play
okay
the
with that.
prisoner. We can.
All right. Well, I fixed the little brooch to myself and kind of hammer it into GH88. Howard,
It's magnetic. It sticks to
It's
him.
magnetic. Okay.
Stop hammering into things.
How far away?
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we're fairly close to the building right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
you're like a couple blocks away.
Okay. Invisibility will last up to an hour, long enough for us to
Okay.
get up there, I should think. So,
Okay, so GH88 has that, and Strax has that.
boom,
And,
boom.
um,
We vanish.
Okay,
into thin
and
air.
the armor that the two of you are wearing, the trooper armor, has manacles. You can put a set of manacles on Matisse.
Okay.
Thank you.
I put them on Matisse, but I fixed them in a way that they're not actually fully latched. They just look like they are,
Okay,
if that's possible. Yeah.
and
Deception check.
what are you doing about Matisse's laser sword and shield?
Kind of look at Strax and say, "Are you sure you don't want her to be invisible and have me escorting GH88 as a prisoner?"
GH88 doesn't make as much sense as a prisoner. It's a weird prisoner.
Yeah, but taking the armor of one of our people just seems risky.
Get rid of the armor, just take her weapons. Getting people out of armor takes time. Nobody do that.
I can hang her shield, and her laser sword like on my belt or something. Like
Sure.
I'll just
Yeah,
act like
as
I
long
have
as you have it and
confiscated
she doesn't. They
And
won't
I'll be
care.
walking right with her so that she can get it back pretty much immediately if she
Okay.
needs it. That's, yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right, and then you guys head back to the building.
Off to the. I guess so.
Okay,
Yep.
All right,
so
Arvene.
let's
Chris, walking back real quick, I did tell Braun about this like landing area on the top and ask if they'd be willing to hover nearby so I can contact them if we need an extraction from the roof.
okay. So before you go back to the building, you are informing Moran of that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
He says he can do that. So the do you wait for the ship to get over there
Yeah,
for the Star Runner?
sure.
Okay.
We might not have time for that. I only got an hour on this invisibility.
Okay,
Well,
so-
it takes like
wait.
5 minutes. It takes like
Yeah.
5 minutes for the Star Runner to get over there.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
And I kind of got to lean it to JD and say, "You're doing all the talking here. I'm just going to stick my foot in my mouth if I try to help sell this."
So you wait around, and about 5 minutes later, you see the Star Runner among the many ships that are flying around. You see it take a position not far away from the roof of this building.
Okay.
So we have Arvene and Janie inside trooper armor, and they have Matisse as a prisoner, and we have Strax and GH88 following along invisible. So you walk up to the building, and everything seems fine. You go through the doors, and everything seems fine. So I'm going to stop burping. So let's Strax. I need you and GH88 to give me stealth checks.
Okay. The
That's
invisibility grants advantage. Correct. So
Yeah.
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 Okay. So GH88 gets advantage. I roll regular. So. Hey, dice are deciding to like me a little bit. Shh, knock on wood. Okay. 18 for me. And GH88.
Clank, clank, clank.
Clank, clank.
I mean, he's not that
Right,
awkward.
Dex check. Oh, good thing I got advantage on that one. 17.
Okay. So you walk into the building, and the building seems to be an endless maze of hallways. There are many terminals and signs with writing on them in the language of Common. With a quick glance, you learn that the guards are called shock troopers, and there are many references to the Illithid Empire. There are also a smaller number of individuals of various races wearing cloth uniforms who seem to be giving orders to the shock troopers. It doesn't take long to realize that this is indeed a military base or military barracks. Arvene, you know the prisoner is somewhere above you, but that is as much as you can sense through your connection with Mayheen. You know, there are hallways, there are terminals, there are officers and shock troopers, and you know that the person in your vision is somewhere above you. And right now, you're assuming that Strax and GH88 are there. They're not really making a lot of noise, but you assume that they're there. So how would you like to proceed?
Kind of quietly whisper to Janie, I think we need to go.
You don't have to whisper to me.
Okay.
I have psychic ability, remember? And I
Okay.
can
So
grant it to you.
if you're connecting to me to talk with you, then I tell you that she's being held somewhere above. I don't know much else beyond that.
Okay, let's see about finding an elevator or something.
A lift. Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't take you long to find a lift.
Okay.
And it does appear to have 50 floors on the lift.
Okay.
Go to the next one above us, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, are the floors labeled?
Are we the
Is
only
there a
ones in the lift?
directory?
There are terminals around. There's nothing that's indicating what floor is what in the
Oh,
elevator.
okay. Oh, like computer terminals. I just made the connection on that.
Yeah, there are terminals all over the place.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I kind of,
Yeah.
as soon as we get off the lift, especially if the floor that, can we go to a floor where I start to feel that the pull is on level with me rather than above?
Do you want to try?
Yes.
So,
I mean,
so-
is there a terminal right outside the elevator? I'm going to check a terminal somewhere, either before or after we get on the elevator.
Do you know how to use a terminal? Because
I do.
I might be able to figure out a terminal.
I don't, but I
if,
can.
if you want to make a check with advantage, Strax, you can try to figure it out.
So I think cover
stand
me.
there. Stand there around you, kind of act like I'm about to manipulate the keys.
A soft 20.
Sounds funny. Okay, so let's assume that Arvene communicates this idea to Janie, who then telepathically communicates it to Strax. And the dirty 20 that Strax got.
Dirty.
Yeah, dirty 20.
I mean, soft 20 works too, but I usually hear it, dirty 20. So, okay.
No, I like dirty 20 better than soft 20.
Okay,
Dirty is
so
always better than soft.
Greg is abstaining.
Greg is noping over there, like hard nope.
We love you, Greg.
So Strax, you are able to figure out that the detention level is level 5.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right, I'm assuming he tells me that.
And we kind of.
We're just
Telepathically.
we're
I can
assuming
bring it
there's
back to you.
telepathy happening here.
Janie-
that we
Janie's
don't
the
have
relay.
to narrate every detail of it. Yes. Unless we
Level
wanted
five.
to role play all
Level
of it.
5. Level 5.
7 is right. Out.
Okay, so you go up to level 5. You get off the elevator, and you walk into an area where there is an officer and some more troopers. And one of the officers, he's sort of at this terminal, and he says, "Where are you taking this thing?"
I think, yeah, this was going
Do you
to
punch him, Matisse?
Matisse has her fake restraints on until Arvene chooses
that's
to lift
right.
them off.
Alright, Captain.
I
We were
cannot
instructed
act.
to take the prisoner to the detention terminals.
So you say that, Janie, to this officer?
Sure, why not?
He says, I wasn't informed about this. I'm going to have to check it out. And he goes over to one of the terminals and starts like pushing some buttons on one of the terminals.
How many guards are in this room?
There's like 4 of them.
There's nothing to see here. There's nothing
Question.
going on.
Question on the terminals. Are the terminals like freestanding terminals, or are they like inset inside like the desk or inside a cabinet or something like that?
The ones that this particular officer is operating, there's basically there's like a bunch sort of like around him. Sort of like these consoles that are all around him, and he's standing in the center of them. There are other consoles that you saw throughout the facility that are like embedded in the wall.
Because I'd like to mess with the cables.
Mess with the cables.
Make it seem like his terminal's on the fritz.
You would have to get somehow into the terminal before he communicates with somebody else who.
Oh, he's like inside like a little.
No. I mean, he's standing
already
about.
logged on.
He's standing about 6 feet from you, and he's working this terminal in front of him. And if you want to go over to that terminal and try to mess with the back of it or something, you'd have to get into it. I mean, I'm a little confused on exactly what it is you're trying to do.
He wants to pull the plug.
Yeah, he wants to
Not
put
so
a
much pull the plug.
monkey in a wrench.
Give him an
Just
ID
make it
10
look.
or
Make it seem like his terminal is acting up.
Okay, well, I mean, you'd have to probably get into it somehow and then figure out how it works before he can communicate to somebody and ask them if he can validate the transfer.
There isn't like a monitor cable I can just like fall out.
No, it just comes up out of the floor. There are no cables. It just comes.
Okay.
That's
No
That's
exposed
kind of the question.
cables to pull the power. Okay.
That's what I was trying to get to. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, it's just like the structure that comes up out of the floor.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Make it hard on me.
so as he starts to reach for the console,
Yep.
Aye, sir, this prisoner wouldn't be in records yet. We just found this trash on the street as we were leaving for good duty today. We were being good citizens to bring him in.
Good duty.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Aw, man. That's pretty good.
Persuasion or deception?
Wait, what is he doing?
Yeah, deception. Well, I mean, I'll let you choose. I mean, it's probably the same for you, but I'll let you choose.
If you're doing a saving throw and I'm near you,
No, it's a
It's a
It's a check.
It's an ability
check.
check.
I'm gonna use
Ooh,
deception.
check.
Hang on. God, I know it. I gotta find it. Sorry, because it will make a difference here.
Okay. Trying to be good citizens.
For those of you at home, I am giving him the finger
Again.
Once again.
again.
It's the three middle finger nights
Listen,
so
I'm
far.
just
Sarah,
trying to, make
Do the
it make
thing.
sense and
Oh,
stuff.
there it is. Yeah. Okay, it's a 7th level skill. Darn.
Damn you!
Okay, make your roll, Sarah.
Come on, big
Okay.
money.
no whammy.
I rolled a 20 and
Yeah.
a 16,
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
so that will be a 22. Because I have plus
Ooh.
6 to my deception.
Yeah.
Nice work.
All right, he kind of pauses what he's doing for a minute, and he says, we'll take the prisoner from here. You can go.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
All right. So.
Do I break out now?
That's probably about the point where Arvene would kind of wink at Matisse and go through the drill. they've traveled long enough together that Matisse could probably like drop back and elbow Arvene and make it look like a very natural her escaping and somehow get a hold of her weapon and shield at the same time.
We have telepathy.
So that's
You have telepathy.
We do.
yeah. So
I'm assuming I would have kept a connection with you. So if you tell me what you want to do, I can tell Matisse.
tell Matisse to break out and get her stuff now.
Matisse,
So
it's
we gotta
time.
take these guys down.
I all of a sudden,
How far away from the other guards?
I let myself get knocked back and say, "She's escaping! Help!"
Look out, she's loose.
She's loose.
Lucky
Roll initiative.
I'm just making Chewbacca analogies.
Oh man.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
This
good.
dice now fails me in
Yes.
an initiative roll. Fuck.
Me too. Seriously.
I've been rolling like 18 and higher on that dice all night.
Well, it wasn't gonna last.
The evil empire dice
As with most things in my life.
gave me a 20.
Hold on, where's my thing?
We don't know.
It's in my pants. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa!
I mean,
We didn't want to know.
I mean, it is, but yeah.
Are any of the guards caught? Are any of the guards caught by surprise?
I was going to say, how far away am I? Can I poison spray a couple of them already?
No, we're just gonna go into initiative because as soon as Matisse breaks loose, they're all like, quick, get him, or her, sorry, her, get her.
Get them.
Greg's playing a female. It's Greg's playing a woman. It's hard to remember that sometimes.
Yes, get it right.
There we go.
She's tall, blue, and beautiful.
Strax's angels.
And I'm chocolate. She's full of badassery.
What? Strax's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry or something?
Why the
Strax.
strawberry?
Yes.
I'd think of it more as like spicy jalapeno, but okay. As I'm fire.
Maybe she's like strawberry jalapeno.
Okay, Arvene initiative.
Amy. 24.
24. For Arvene. Strax.
5.
5.
At least you're invisible until you
Yeah.
attack something. So you
Matisse.
actually get surprise
20.
or advantage because you're invisible.
I'd get advantage on my first attack. Assuming I'm going to attack.
That's true. He might.
And Janet.
6.
Brother and sister go away at the end.
The invisible ones are.
Okay. So the initiative order is going to be Arvene and Matisse and the troopers and, well, the other troopers, and then Janie and then Strax.
Okay.
So, Arvene.
All right. So Arvene kind of like feints like she's gonna go after Matisse, but instead like grabs out both laser swords and basically dives at the captain.
Okay.
She wants to try to take out the guy who's likely to communicate as quick as possible.
Sure,
So
Try a deception to see
Yeah.
if they think you just missed. Is that what you're trying for?
I don't know if I can try deception to see if I just missed, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be wailing on the captain.
Okay.
Take out the laser swords.
Yeah. Let's see
Now
here.
you can only draw one unless you have that feat.
I have dual wielder.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
So
Laser swords come out.
Yeah, swings at the captain. It's gonna hit for AC 14.
AC 14. He's actually not wearing armor, so that hits.
Okay. It's gonna hit for let's see here, 7 force damage.
7.
Yep.
Okay. That bloodies him.
Okay. So then she's going to swing again with extra attack. Oh, that's not so good. AC 11 to hit.
It's 11. He dodges out of the way.
Okay. One more swing with her offhand. Eek. This dice failed me. AC 12.
Say 12. Dodges out of the way.
Okay. Let's see here.
You hit the terminals next to him. They like spark and like sparks go flying everywhere and pieces come flying off.
Okay. All right. She's going to burn her action point to take one more attack.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. AC 20 to hit for 10 force
For 10.
damage. Yeah.
Okay. So that time you connect with him and he drops.
Okay. So yeah, just a whirl of blades, and then she spins out to the side. We're
Whirl
not
of
doing
laser
flank.
swords.
We're not doing any flanking. So she just kind of spins away.
Yep.
To plan her next attack.
Okay. So then Matisse, who we're going to say that you have your sword and your shield, so you're everything is normal for you. Go ahead and there's 4 troopers.
Okay.
So if you want to attack one of them,
one closest to me.
Sure.
All right. So, all right. Attack number 1. All right. So that's going to be 12 to hit.
12 to hit. The trooper moves out of the way and you miss.
Okay. So attack number 2.
Greg, are you adding that extra for your
Yep.
your magic weapon?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay. This one is 14 to hit.
14 again dodges out of the way.
Okay.
Another laser sword off the wall, off the wall. Sparks
All
go
right.
flying, pieces go off.
I'm going to use my action point for 1.
For an extra attack.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, let's try this again. One of these is going to land. Ah!
Oh, was it? It was less.
Yeah, it's on the side where it's 20, but it's not. On that
Aw.
side, it's a 2.
That's 2.
So,
Aw, man.
Okay, so it
Your
kind
dice
of like,
hate you, Greg.
bounces off
I'm
his shoulder.
sorry.
yeah,
Bounces off his shoulder armor.
I'm going to retire that dice for tonight.
Dice jail.
Bummer.
Okay, so that trooper that was on you guys is going to shoot back at you with
Okay.
disadvantage because he's right next to you.
Okay.
Yep. Shooting weapons at the laser sword expert. Ooh.
I can parry some.
I don't think he's going to hit you with a 4 and a 5 though.
No.
Tankstress. Doink, doink.
So he levels off the blaster, and in true trooper fashion, he can't even hit you standing right in front of him. Shoots the wall behind you. And then let's see. So right now there's the 2 of you dressed as troopers, and there's Matisse who are visible. So there's no attacks going at GH88 or Strax. So we'll have another one of them, one that's further away from you, Greg. Shoot with a regular attack on you.
Okay.
So regular attack, not disadvantage. Hey, that's probably gonna hit. AC 22.
Yeah, that will hit.
Okay.
But Greg, that's a laser shot.
Oh, I can parry that.
Okay. So you parry with your laser sword.
Okay, so
Who's
I got to
Perry?
read Steve Perry.
Parry.
Where'd Perry go?
So the force damage from the blaster is 7.
7. Okay.
So you can parry that with your laser sword using the feat that I made.
Okay. So let me just read it. Laser sword. When you're hit by a ranged weapon attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the attack's damage. The damage you take from that attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dex mod plus your character's level. If a laser's
That should be half your level now, Greg.
okay, so
I modified that, so you have to put that in your sheet somewhere.
okay, so it's 1d10 plus your dex mod and half your character's level.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll update
Round
that.
it down.
Okay, so what do I roll to
Yes.
do this? Okay.
Yep, that's
Roll your
what-
d10.
It's roll the d10.
Okay. D10.
Cool.
The 10
And then add your dex mod, and then add 3.
Okay.
Jedi Matisse.
In full armor.
All right.
No Jedi ever wore full armor.
Okay.
Tanksters.
All right, so that's 9 plus Dex
Whoa.
mod, which is plus 2, so that is
11
11,
plus half your
Plus
level
3.
is another 3,
so 14.
so 14. Okay. So you stop all the damage. And so what happens if you reduce the damage to 0?
Let's see. You can redirect the laser by making a ranged weapon attack with proficiency at any target within a range of 40 to 120.
Yeah. So you can deflect that laser bolt back at that trooper.
So I'd have to make a
Nice.
roll, though, for that.
So make an attack roll.
Okay.
Come on. Here we go.
Let's see. So
What's the proficiency?
So you add your proficiency bonus to it.
Now I'm looking.
okay.
And does he do his dex modifier too? Or
Yes. Yeah, because you're making
Yeah.
a ranged attack with it. Yeah.
Okay, so Dex mod.
Dex mod plus proficiency plus that 20 roll.
Okay, so 4 plus 3, 7. So it's 14.
14. Okay, it just barely misses that guy.
Aw, man.
14's been missing. So
I was just queuing up a Wilhelm scream too.
But that trooper does fire at you, and you deflect it. You don't take any damage, and it hits
That's
the wall
awesome.
behind that trooper.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. And then, so there's one more shooting at Arvene and one more shooting at Janie. So Arvene, natural 1,
Okay.
typical trooper fashion.
Does he shoot himself in the foot? Does he shoot his buddy in the back?
He does it. Shooting at Janie, AC 7.
That misses.
Hits the wall behind you. All right, and then it is Janie's turn.
Who
Okay.
wants to play tonight?
Who wants to play with JD? Oh man, there's 4 of them.
There's 4 of them, yep.
Oh, there were 4 in addition to the captain that I already killed.
There was
Yeah.
4 and there was the captain.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Well, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna cast level 2 magic missile,
Okay.
which has 4 darts.
Okay.
Just for shits and giggles.
He's an officer, Kate. He's not necessarily
Okay.
a captain, but he's an officer.
So
And a
I'm sending
gentleman?
one at each of them
Okay.
because that sounds fun.
Okay.
All right. So
We're not allowed to
first
do
guy,
things just for fun here. D&D is serious business.
bite me. First guy, 5 max damage.
5. Okay. Takes it.
Second guy, 5 max damage.
Takes it.
Oh, jeez.
Third guy, 4 almost max damage.
Okay.
Fourth guy, 3 not so much damage.
Okay. Magic missile shoot out, spin around the room, and hit all 4 of those guys.
They do the spin-a-rooney.
That's cool, though.
And I do not wild surge.
Okay.
Aw.
No wild surge.
Damn.
And then we're at Strax.
Master of the universe.
Okay.
Master
Master of the artifice.
Oh man.
I'm actually going to take a moment and look around. Let's see.
Look
I assume we
around,
walked in
look
through a
around.
door to get into this here, to get into this
Yeah,
room.
the elevator opened up into this room.
Okay, so the elevator opened up straight into this room.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to use my turn to jam the elevator.
Okay. I will say that you.
I can just like jam the door open or something like that with the elevator still there, so that the elevator can't move.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really think I want to have you make a roll or anything. So yeah, you can jam the elevator, but I understand what you're trying to do, but that's not the only way into this room. So does that change what you're doing? There are a couple of other hallways that lead away from this room.
We don't know if there's other guards in those hallways.
I mean, there's nobody else around right here. You came to
That I
the
can
other,
see
open
right
up
now.
into this room. There's 2 other hallways that go off. So does that change your decision on what you want to do?
Strategy, if you will.
Your strategy?
Strategy.
Stretching on that one. I mean, if you want to jam
No,
it,
it
you
doesn't.
can.
No,
That's
it does
3
not. I
tonight.
still. No, it does not change. It does not change my strategy because, hey, the less directions we have for people to come in here, the better.
Yes. Okay. So you have no trouble jamming the elevator, so it's not going to move.
Is it raspberry?
So we are back up to the initiative order. Top of the round. Round 2 is Arvene, our Asimar fighter. And then it'll be Matisse, Diva Paladin, the Troopers, Janie, Kalash, our Sorceress, and then Strax, Hobgoblin Artificer.
All right. Let's see. Has Matisse didn't hit one of them? So they've all only been damaged by Janie, as far as I
Correct.
can see.
And I tried really hard to hit them, though.
You did. You gave it your all. No
Okay.
one's faulting you for that.
I will go after one of the ones that it looks like Janie hit a little bit harder with her magic missile. So
None of them are bloodied.
Yeah.
So just give me a number. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1.
Okay. Actually, I should say A, B, C, D. That's usually what I do.
Okay, so for
So
number
A.
one, okay, A is gonna
A.
get hit for AC 20
that will
for
hit.
6 force damage.
6 force damage. Cut that one down. Bam.
Yay!
Force damage.
All right, so let's see here, swings over to B
Okay.
with her extra attack. She's gonna hit for AC 17
That does it.
for 11 force damage.
11. Drops that one.
11.
0.
Okay.
You drop 2 of them.
And then swirls around and swings into Trooper C with her offhand attack.
Okay.
Oh, that is probably not going to hit though, because that's only going to hit AC 9.
9.
Nine.
Spins out of the way of that
9.
swing.
Okay. All right. So,
Still, that's some freaking Jedi moves right there.
yeah, she's going to kind of spin away and like stay on the side that blocks them from getting out the hallways in the room,
Sure.
if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we go on to Matisse, Diva Paladin,
All right, we're trying this again.
laser sword and shield, and plate armor.
You're Matisse would be really freaking intimidating right now.
So this one's going to be 20.
20. Do you have your microphone down, Greg?
20.
20 will hit.
And that's going to be for 9.
9. You drop that trooper with laser sword.
Okay, and I turn around and get the other one who's damaged.
Okay.
And that should be the last one, right?
Correct.
Okay. And I whiffed. I got a 9.
9. Okay.
So did you hit them the first time? I wasn't paying close attention. I'm sorry.
Yes,
He dropped C
Nice.
and just swung on D and missed D.
Okay.
the damage was good that time. It
So-
would have been 14. So
Try to block D. Make sure they can't get out of the room.
Okay. So D's gonna shoot at you
okay.
with disadvantage.
All right.
AC 7's probably not gonna do it.
That's not going to hit.
Shoots right past you. Then we are on to Janie.
Okay. It's D that's still up.
Yeah, there's the one dude.
Okay. Do I have enough? I have 30 feet of movement. Can I get within 10 feet of him?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to within 10 feet of him and blow him a kiss.
Okay.
Poison spray.
Poison
Oh,
spray.
jeez.
Oh, you're suddenly liking that one.
That'll be for. Oh, it's a Constitution saving throw. Sorry.
Constitution save. 24.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, then I guess it doesn't hit.
Oh,
It's a cantrip, so
Okay, yeah.
man.
So
even
that it
hit for
kind
half.
of puffs out and it kind of disperses around and then
Well,
down.
shit. Can I use an
Darn.
action point and cast a spell?
if it's a cantrip, I don't know.
Well, I just cast a cantrip though.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you, what's the rule? If you use a bonus action spell, you can cast a cantrip, right?
Correct.
So can you cast a cantrip on a cantrip?
There's nothing says you can't, as long as your homebrewed action point allows her to cast a spell.
You can cast a bonus action spell or a cantrip with a bonus with an action point. So sure, Sarah, go ahead.
Okay, so I could
Kiss him again.
Yep.
give him another kiss. Another Constitution saving throw, please.
Kiss of death.
20.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
He's got some good.
I rolled
filters in his
exactly
master
10
there.
too.
He's like waving his blaster around, trying to fan out this big cloud.
Bonk him with your staff.
That's right.
See, you're trying to poison him, and I'm trying to stab him. So,
And then we are to Strax.
The AGD hasn't done anything yet either.
Well, that's John's responsibility.
GH88 and SEO1 is still in the sack.
yeah, he's in the
Yeah,
back.
SEO1's still in the sack. Actually,
I don't think GH88 needs to become invisible at this point.
Can one of them?
no, I'd rather not drop my invisibility yet if I don't need to. Not on these guys who are apparently dropping quickly. But I can let SDO1 out of the sack, and he can take position in the other quarter.
That's cool. I hadn't really thought
Okay.
about the fact that you're actually keeping your invisibility by not attacking. That's awesome. Clever.
Okay. So,
So the guard suddenly sees this robotic dog just appear out of nowhere.
Okay.
and suddenly start take position in the other corridor, growling at him.
Okay. All right. So that's what happens with SDO1. That's cool. And there we go. Back up to the top of the round. And you can hear somebody coming across the comm going, "What's going on down there?" And Arvene, it's your turn.
Okay. Arvene's gonna.
Oh, that's only 12
Nothing,
seconds
sir.
later? Wow.
Yeah. Spin into D and try to finish him off. So yeah, laser sword. Here we go. It's gonna hit for AC 24.
That will hit.
It's gonna hit for 5 force damage.
5 force damage. Bloodies that trooper.
Okay.
That trooper's a trooper, man.
I'll tell you.
Now
Extra
there's only got
attack.
2 or 3 left.
Extra attack for AC 18
18 does hit.
for 10 force damage.
You drop that. You drop that one with the laser sword, and you hear somebody coming across that comm saying, "What's going on down there?"
Nothing, sir. Everything's fine, sir. How are you?
Kind of like look at Janie and so you think you can talk our way out of this one?
Nothing, sir. We had a little bit of trouble with the new prisoner, but everything's all set now.
Who is this? What's your designation?
You're-
X892.
X892. Stay where you are. We're gonna sending people down.
Okay.
Situation's all handled, sir.
You don't get any response.
Okay. Okay. All
Run!
right, so very quickly. All right, so
No.
do we-
You're supposed to blast the comm, then
Yes.
say boring conversation anyway.
So do we have is there like a video monitor on all the cells? Can we find the cell where this lady's being held easily, or do we have to rope the whole
Yes.
block?
You can find the cell that she's in pretty easily.
Still have a
Okay.
poll anyway, right?
I kind of like look stare off to nothing. Say, "Hey, Strax, can you figure out how to open the door of the cell?"
Well, we'll see if we got cell controls here.
Beep, boop,
Cell door
beep, boop,
control.
beep.
Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop.
I mean, I seem to kind of manage to figure out these weird talking machines already, as for the most part. So, do you want to make a roll on anything?
No, it's just a simple panel because once the person goes in there, nobody should be around here except for the guards. So
Actually,
you
Strax,
just press the button and it opens.
what if we let everybody out?
and create.
now
damage.
you're talking about like,
That
see,
would
I want to do
certainly
that
cause
the
some
last
chaos.
time.
If you can find buttons, that'll easily do it. If it's a matter
Yes.
of like minutes of lock picking, there's a difference here. If you can do it quickly, let everybody out.
Janie
button.
runs over
Let's
and
press
hits
button.
all the buttons.
Oh no! Self-destruct activated.
See, place.
Well, hold on. So the button is on the cell, so you have to run down
Okay.
you have to run down the hallway hitting the buttons.
Okay.
Oh, there's no,
Yeah,
there's no
well,
remote access to the cells.
No.
Okay,
no.
so
Arvene's pretty fast, and she starts running. Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you are running down this corridor, hitting the buttons. Okay.
letting people out.
Yeah.
I'm going with them. No,
All right.
see, I wanted to do this last time we did a jailbreak, and you were all like, "No, we can't do that. That's a stupid idea, Strax." No, see, Strax, I have good ideas.
Janie comes into your head and says, "Shut up, brother. Let's go."
Okay, so you open the cell that has the woman in it, and she is a human female with short blonde hair. She's wearing common clothes in muted blue tones, probably in her early 30s. And Strax, you're the one that's opening the door, right?
Sure, why not?
He's still invisible.
I'm still invisible though, but
True. Okay, so she
Yeah,
just
it
kind of
would
looks
be
up
me.
and doesn't know what's going on.
does she have cinnamon bun hair?
I would
No.
pop my head into the one where she's at and talk to her.
Well, hold on, because
Okay.
Strax is the first person. He went
Okay,
over and he
all right,
opened
never
up
mind.
that cell, and then
Yeah.
you and Janie start running down
Yeah.
the corridor, opening up all the cells, and then there's some laser fire shots coming from down the hallway that both SDO1 was in, and the hallway that Arvene vacated when she came down here to
Okay.
open up the cells. So blaster fire shots coming down those hallways.
I think they found our prisoners.
Yeah, is SDO1 staying in the hallway, or we're not really in initiative? Right
SDO1
now?
was just kind of taking up our flank.
Okay. All right. So he's gonna come. I thought you said that he was standing in the other hallway.
Well, he was blocking the guy that during the fight from running down the hallway.
We didn't want anybody to get away
Gotcha.
and raise
Right.
the alarm.
But once we started going down the hallway, he was kind of taking up a position behind us.
Okay. All right. So so most of the other cells are empty. There's like two other cells that have prisoners in them. One is a dwarf and one is a human,
Okay.
and they kind of come out into the hallway, and then this laser fire starts to erupt, and they go back in their cell.
Okay. Well, what's the reaction of the human woman? Like, can I pick up on it from where I'm at? Like, how far away am I when Strax opens her cell?
Well, she kind of pokes her head out, and she doesn't see Strax, so she pokes her head out, and she says, "What's going on?"
All right, and I
Are
kind
you
of
coming or not?
I kind of
Let's
stop
go.
there and lift up my helmet far enough to show my face and say, "We can't explain it now. I was supposed to rescue you. We can get out of here, but you got to move."
How are you going to get me out of here? This whole building is full of guards.
We have a ship hovering above the roof, so if we can get to the roof, then we can get lifted off the roof.
We kind of deal with
Strax
these things
just
as we go.
Jammed the
Yeah.
elevator.
Right, so we could get in the elevator and go up. He was trying to keep somebody else from calling it away and using it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
do you guys, we want to go to the roof, or do we want to try to go down and out? Decision time. I say
it's
the
a little
roof.
bit-
I
I think
think
it's a
the
little
roof.
bit late. I think it's a little bit
I
late.
think
to go
getting
down.
lifted off the roof is good, and I radio to Hal and say, "Hey, Hal, we're heading towards the roof. I'm hoping we'll be up there within a couple minutes."
on our way, Arvene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you run down the cell block away from where you came in, right?
Well, we were going to head back towards the elevator.
The elevator that Strax jammed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There are troopers coming down those hallways firing laser blasters at you.
I think we have to go the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's too many numbers, then we go the other way and try to find another elevator. Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't take you very long to find another elevator.
Okay.
The troopers do pursue you.
Okay.
Okay.
On that, on the hallway. Oh wait, crap! That's a level 2 spell, and I'm out of level 2 spell slots. Never mind.
Can we obstruct it with smoke? Is there something Janie can do? I'd be thinking
Cast a
furiously to you.
fireball.
if
Janie is a smoke mage, so
Yeah. Welcome.
She has some showy spells.
No, I don't.
She has some fiery spells.
Best I could do is set bonfires in the hallway.
That
I
was
could-
I could
She could
cast
drop
a fireball. I don't
drop
know
a
if it'll
fireball?
work anything.
If that's not your only one, I don't know if we'll need one on the rooftop.
It's
but
definitely
yeah.
not my only
Okay,
one.
so yeah, drop a fireball on them. That'll slow them down at least.
Prisoners.
Did
What?
the other two stay in there, or
they went back in. But if you guys want to tell them that you're leaving,
yes?
Yeah, we will.
they can come out with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Get down! It's a
Tell
bomb!
them we got a ship. We can get you out of here. Come on.
okay. So they go with you, and they kind of follow the woman that you rescued as well. And some laser fire comes down the hallway. I'm going to roll randomly to see who's if anybody's going to get attacked or not. So the people that they can see are 1, 2, 3, and there's actually the 3 prisoners. So there's 6 of you.
I try to put up a place where.
I would get between
yeah,
the
the
prisoners too.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you want, I can take them out of the possibility of being hit. If you guys want to try to stand in front of them.
Yeah.
So okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the 3 of you. So let's see. So Matisse.
Okay.
So an attack.
SDO one, but okay.
Yeah, they're probably going to ignore SDO1. But I rolled a 22 on you again.
Oh,
Oh,
Jeez.
Perry
yes. If I
for the
can.
win.
It's 8 force damage. So you can use your reaction to parry that with your laser sword.
Okay. Let's see. D10. Okay, so that is going to be. So it's my proficiency plus. My...
It's your dex mod plus half your level, which is 3. So dex mod plus 3.
and your proficiency.
Okay. So.
No. There's no proficiency in
It's
there.
a D10
It's a
Oh,
D10
plus the dex mod
plus the dex
Oh,
mod
okay.
plus half your
the
level.
Ooh,
Okay.
The proficiency
Oh,
is
that's
for
right.
the return fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
So it's going to be 7, 12 plus 3.
Okay, so
15.
you take away all the damage, and you can try to shoot back at that trooper.
Okay. All right. Come on. See. That's going to miss. It's going to be like 14.
14.
What is it with you and the 14s tonight?
Greg.
Like, that is the number that I've got in the mist
Your attack dice hate you.
for the AP tracker.
This
Crazy.
whole campaign, your attack dice.
Greg,
hate
shock
you.
trooper armor.
Oh,
you-
wait. No, I
Wait,
mismathed
on.
it. It's
Wait.
16.
16. Okay,
Don't
yeah.
short yourself, man. Where?
So,
Can you guys question my mathing?
I had an early day today, damn
It's
it.
okay, sir. We love you anyway.
so roll a d8 and add your dex mod.
Okay, so it's going to be 10.
10. Okay, Pshoo goes down there and hits and kills that trooper.
Nice.
Told you they had HP 10.
You use your laser sword to deflect that bolt back and kill that trooper. So then there's one more. You again.
Oh, jeez.
AC
So you're out of reactions.
AC 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Thanks, Tris.
For max damage, you take 10 force damage.
Oh.
One of the troopers hit. Yay!
At least you got your temporary hit points from Maze.
That's
Yeah.
true. You got
That,
3.
yeah.
He got my hair.
That's awesome.
Okay, so you guys, you get the prisoners to the elevator, and you start heading up. And as the elevator doors are closing, you see that there are troopers coming from that end of the hallway as well.
Okay.
So you start going up.
We barrel roll into the
Tell
elevator.
Strax, hey, can you keep them from interfering with this elevator? I don't know if they can stop it. in some
I can
way.
try. That's,
Yeah.
I assume there's a panel of some kind.
Can
in
I
it.
Yeah,
just set off a fireball as the elevator is closing?
Sure.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
You shoot a fireball down the hallway towards the largest concentration of troopers.
It's a dex save.
It's a dex save. Okay. I'll do 6 dex saves.
What did I do with all my d6s?
Well, it may not matter depending on how much damage you do, because even half damage.
True. Yeah. How much damage do you do?
This is true. Hold on, I have to get 8 d6s out. Hold
How
on.
much damage do you do? How much damage do you do?
Oh, that's
How much
terrible.
damage do you do?
Oh, I'm dropping in d6s everywhere. I pierced the toast. Okay, here we go. Purple and teal, let's go. All right, so 6, 12, 15, 20,
Okay.
25.
This big explosion burns up all these surprise shock troopers.
Oh shit!
Atta girl, Danny. Make sure there's nobody following it.
Did you wild surge?
I don't know yet.
Oh no. That could be problematic.
In a confined space.
Oh
too.
crap! I rolled a 1.
Wild surge.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so the door of the elevator, closes, and you see Janie's magical energy start to build up inside.
I try to like
elevator.
shelter the woman with the blonde hair and get her against the wall. Look out!
Wait, the problem is I can't roll my my D100 in this tiny tray.
You need a bigger dice
Doesn't
tray
work.
for your D100. John can make you one.
Magical
Then
energy,
it rolls off the table.
magical
But
energy
you need
crackling
one
all around
like
Janie.
this, like a big square one.
Hey, it is an 18,
Okay.
Could change if
which
you had
is
Oh no!
Oh
What are you turning into?
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
no!
You grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until you sneeze, at which point the feathers explode out from your face.
So basically, your helmet's there, and the beard comes out from under your helmet.
Yeah, this beard of feathers comes out from underneath her helmet.
I look like a freaking peacock.
While we're in the elevator, I'm kind of like, oh, let's tuck that into your uniform there.
Oh, God.
The recently freed prisoners are confused.
At least it wasn't a fireball.
Yeah, that would have been bad because we're in a confined space.
Yeah.
You would have killed all our prisoners.
And us. Well, I would have come back. So
No, we wouldn't get killed at this point by a fireball. But
Matisse is like,
Anyway.
I would have survived.
Okay, so you guys get up to the roof
Okay.
and you exit the elevator, and you see that there is a firefight going on between the crew of the Star Runner and some some shock troopers that are up there on the roof.
Oh shit.
People are firing back and forth because the ship flew over and came down really close to the roof, and apparently these people did not like that, so they started firing, and there's like this firefight going on.
okay,
Okay.
all right.
all right. Try to take out the troopers that are threatening the crew while we get to ladder or whatever to get onto the ship as quick as possible.
Burning hands.
Arvene just doesn't hesitate. Laser swords. She's off to cut as many
Yeah.
down as she can on her way.
Matisse is out.
Tells the prisoners, "Follow us. Stay out of danger."
Okay,
Matisse
so
is jamming the elevator. Or Strax is jamming the elevator.
okay.
Still
Strawberry this
invisible
time?
too.
So let's
So invisible.
let's roll another initiative.
Okay.
I don't know where one of my pink dice went.
I'm like envisioning our motley crew in an elevator with like happy little elevator music too.
Like in a Family Guy.
Do I choose this point to sneeze to confuse them? Achoo!
The Family Guy episode when they had the elevator Imperial March going, when they're in the Death Star Mall.
Oh dear
Yeah.
Lord. Oh man. What are we doing? Rolling initiative?
Yes.
Sorry. I've been laughing so hard my head
awesome.
is dizzy.
Oh no.
All right, so let's
That's a
see.
little better.
Arvene,
19.
19.
I hope my
And
guests
Strax.
aren't trying to sleep.
6.
And Matisse.
17.
And Janie.
15.
Okay. So we have Arvene, Matisse, Janie, Strax, troopers.
Okay.
And so right now, the section the section of the battle that you guys are dealing with is going to be 6 troopers.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's still like a larger fight going on with people on the Star Runner shooting laser weapons and like crossbows and arrows and things like that down onto the troopers that are on the roof. And you guys are engaging. You're trying to get over. There is a ladder hanging down from the Star Runner, and you're trying to get over and get onto that ladder. And you have to make your way through these 6 troopers. So we're going to start with Arvene.
Okay. All
Shocking.
right, so yeah, she'll rush over to her first trooper that she
All right,
comes
Trooper A.
across. Yeah, Trooper A, laser sword.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
Hey.
That will be a critical. Because she criticals on 19s and 20s now. Yay.
Nice. Laser sword feet. Go laser sword custom feet.
For the win. Where's my other D8? Let's do that one, sure.
Shiny.
All right, so that's overkill. I'm guessing 11, 15 force damage.
15 force damage. Zero. Cut that one down.
Okay, and then she's on to the next one.
Trooper B.
That is going to be at AC 16 to hit.
SMR fighter. Wrecking face with the laser swords.
Yeah, so AC 16 hits for 11 force damage.
You
11.
drop that trooper as well.
Okay, and then with
There's
her
a Wilhelm scream.
with her offhand attack, she swings on to the third Trooper C.
Start running through. Hit this
hits
one, spin.
for
Hit that one,
a-
spin. Hit the third one.
Yeah, AC 19.
Yep.
Save some for the
It's
rest of
gonna hit
us.
for only 8 force damage.
Hit. That one somehow survived.
It will
There's a
survive.
big wound on the side of that trooper.
Okay. And
Okay.
yeah.
So
Squares
that was
up.
our SMR fighter, Matisse, Diva Paladin.
All right. So
So I assume you're all moving together as a group, so you get up onto Trooper C.
Get on the phone.
Yep.
11
11.
to hit.
Dodges out of the way,
All right.
holding onto the wound. Spins out of the way of your laser sword. Second attack.
Okay, and that is going to be 16 to hit
That will hit.
for
Hey.
11.
11.
Nice. Overkill.
Drop that one. Ah! And that's your 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice job,
and
Matisse.
Janie, Clash Star, Sorceress.
How many are left?
3.
Are they in a 15-foot cone?
Sure.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw for D, E, and F.
Fiwa.
Iowa.
Ouch, hot.
3 and the 2 probably fail. The 15 probably makes it. What's the DC?
It is a 14. However, I rolled 21 for the hit dice.
You burn them up.
Three Wilhelm screams.
Very, very badly burned.
They're a little on
Yeah.
the crispy side.
We brought our A game to the combat.
So you make it over to the ladder. And
I go ahead. I guess I'm dropping invisibility at this point.
Okay. All right. You guys get onto the ladder, and as the last of you is getting on the ladder, the ship starts to pull away, and some more troopers come out and they start firing, but to really no avail. So the Star Runner picks up speed and takes off into the atmosphere. They just basically book it as fast as they can.
Oh, I didn't check and see if I wild.
Oh, did you wild search on that one?
Oh, no, I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys start basically booking it away from the surface, and you guys do make it out. You're not followed. You guys make it back out into wild space. There.
I don't think that could have gone much better.
I don't think so either.
Just so you're aware, that there was a trash compactor option. I did write that in there.
Oh man.
We didn't
Sorry.
discover.
We always foil your Star Wars plans. We didn't talk.
What are you talking about? That was great.
Vader.
That was great. That was really cool.
I was pretty much right out of the
It
movie.
worked out.
We
Yeah,
didn't
it
encounter
was-
Meg in the garbage can.
No.
Yeah.
See,
It was
nobody,
really awesome, though.
nobody
That was
told
really
me
cool.
that I was short for a shock trooper, though.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
He's
I mean-
only like 5'2".
I actually I think did I have her saying that in there?
Oh,
Is somebody else on it?
I feel like I may have written that in there somewhere. No, that's not it.
But some weird invisible hobgoblin letter.
Oh yes, I did. I did have it written there. It said, "Aren't you a little short for a shock trooper?" I had that written right there. But then
And
the
I-
invisible guy went and opened up the door.
And she's like, "What?"
Like, what is happening? The woman that you rescued.
yeah. I mean,
I-
Arvene would want to talk to her right away.
Ba-da-ba. So her name is Yarina, and she says that her homeworld is a planet called Sharator, and the Illithid Empire conquered her world, and basically anyone that didn't agree to their rule were basically put in prison facilities, and she had led a rebellion against the Illithid Empire that were occupying her planet, and they basically tracked her like halfway across the galaxy before recapturing her and imprisoning her there on that planet.
Okay.
And she's basically making it her goal to try to oppose the Illithid Empire wherever possible. So she's basically looking to continue her rebellion against the Illithid Empire, although from the perspective of you guys, of your party and the Rock, this is the first you've ever even heard of any of this. This is the first you've ever encountered this, so you don't believe that the Illithid Empire is anywhere near the area of space that the Rock of Brawl is in, at least not yet. But
Dun, dun, dun.
Probably want to make some inquiries towards it when we get back to the Rock. Anyway,
sure.
he'd also want to find out about the other prisoners that we got with us. So, Is that
Janny
maybe-
will talk to them.
Do they want to go back to the Rock, or do they want to be dropped off somewhere along the
Do
way?
they need-
They're
do
all
they need
fine
some
with
new-
going back to the Rock. I mean, the other two
Do they need
prisoners.
some new weapons or pots and pans? I can help them out with that. Yeah. They got any
Buy
cash on them?
things from us.
The other two prisoners were people who basically violated and not they didn't lead a rebellion like this woman, like Yarina, but they were on Imperial occupied planets, and they basically did not fall in line, and so they were taken to this prison facility.
All right. Well, cool.
So after you've talked with them and figure all this out, then we can end and we can continue as you guys are returning to the Rock next time. So
Woohoo!
All right, that works.
Yay!
that was really cool.
We actually had a plan actually come work,
Come to
correctly.
fruition.
and I'm a little bit, and that makes me a little bit scared.
I've never in my life have rolled so many 14s to look back.
Hey, don't forget, you guys snuck around a pyramid ship dressed as mummies.
Yes,
Yes.
true.
We did.
Even
that plan also worked.
my
It
didn't
big,
get to
almost
blow
didn't
up the
work
pyramid
so well
ship.
for
I'm still
Strax, though,
disappointed
because he
about that.
almost
I have a
died.
feeling
Yeah,
that
Strax
that
almost died,
pyramid
that's
ship
true.
is going to come back to bite us in the
Yeah.
butt. I have big bad vibes from the pyramid ship.
we didn't destroy.
Maybe we can set the pyramid ship onto the Illithids.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know. We just stuck it to Matisse's old mob boss a second time now, so that's not going to go well either.
So let's say goodnight to the listeners.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night,
Thank you for
listeners.
listening.
We love
I don't
you.
know why I always
Thank you
wait.
for listening.
Yes.
If you enjoy enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.